What's going on, people? Welcome back to another episode of Stats and Facts, where we have all the stats.
And we got all them facts, you did.
Yes, sir. We got a legend up in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Former Cash Money artist from the group UNLV back in the early '90s.
Yes,
I
sir.
present to you the legendary Lil Ya. How you doing, brother?
I'm blessed, man. For those that don't know, he gave me a fabulous introduction. I was with Cash Money for 8 years. We put out 5 albums, greatest hits, a single, and an EP with them. We was their first group. We was the group that they actually got the first deal with Universal off our numbers. Off the numbers that we did, the units that we sold. I'm with the group UNLV. I'm one of the founders of the group. I'm one that is responsible for bringing BG and Juvenile to Cash Money.
History.
You know, I've been rapping since I was 12. I signed my first contract when I was 17. I'm 40 something right now. I had longevity in the business and God been good. You heard?
Talk that talk,
Yes, sir.
King.
So,
Yes,
so we're gonna
sir.
take you. We're gonna start from the beginning, man. So tell me, man, what was it like growing up in New Orleans, bro?
Man, it was fun. It was real fun. New Orleans is one of the best cities to go to as far as fun. It's a party city, never stop. You can get anything you want at any time. Sundays, it ain't no dry county. They don't even know about that out there. You know what I'm saying? As
Hmm.
far as the hood coming up it's like hospitality. A lot of people from different. I live in Houston now, so I can speak on hospitality. And these
Yeah.
motherfuckers out here, your neighbor don't even speak to you. You know what I'm saying? But in New Orleans, your neighbor would actually whoop your ass if they see you doing something wrong. It was
Hmm.
really like a village on every block. There's a lot of crime and shit like that. There's crime everywhere. I ain't
Yeah.
trying to make it look like my city, the toughest city in the world, but we were the fucking murder capital in the
Yeah.
early 90s, 93, 94. You know what I mean? And that's when we really was at the peak with Cash Money doing our thing. You know.
Hmm.
But
Yes,
New
sir.
Orleans, all around growing up in it, it's a good place. I wouldn't say it's a good place to raise your kids though.
Hmm.
All right.
So like with that being said, could you tell us a little bit about like the lead up to the success? Because we know obviously it didn't just like start with the love and music and then just jump right to the success. So like what was kind of some of the moments leading up to it? Like was it like you getting a little bit of buzz here and there and then like people start gravitating towards you, or like how was that whole process?
Well, first of all, like I said, I started rapping since I was 12, and
Hmm.
we knew we had a little something because we won every talent show
Hmm.
in the city. So that built our confidence. We stopped rapping from the age of 12 to 18 because we won the talent show, the WYD talent show, the radio talent show. Well, it's the biggest radio station in New Orleans at that time. We won the talent show and we won a contract, but they never let us go to New York and sign our and record our album.
Mm.
So we was like, man, this rap shit ain't real, man. We wasting our time. So we already had a little confidence. So uh, late '91, we started back rapping. We started going to clubs and shit. Me and Tech was rapping at me and Tech. Yellow Boy wasn't in the group. He wasn't rapping at the time.
Hmm.
Okay.
So me and Tech went to going in the bars doing our thing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Getting known. Well, we was known for dope boys being dope boys uptown and a lot of negative shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And at the same time, we was known for we was popular with the girls. We was known for being sharp, dressing real good at all times. We had a little buzz for that, but as far as the music, we got our buzz for going in the club.
Hmm.
Once we got our buzz for going in the club, we laid there and made a tape. And Baby got hold of one of the tapes.
Mm.
Okay.
And once he got hold of one of the tapes, he sent word to us that he wanted to have a meeting with us. And we was like, we went to the meeting, heard what he was talking about. It sounded good to us.
Okay.
We was ready to roll with it. So we signed the contract. And later on, we signed Yellow Boy to our group once we started working on the album because Baby them signed us with another bitch. That was the first single. They re-released that. It was already made. They just re-released it. But once we signed with them, you know, it was time for the album. We wanted another member in our group. So to make a long story short, no, I'm giving you like the story, the real history or whatever.
Yeah, that's good.
But 9 times out of 10, y'all gonna ask me that anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm giving it all to you in one whop, bro.
For sure.
So, you know, baby, you know, of course, there was an unknown record label. You know, nobody knew about Cash Money Records. They didn't have any artists. Well, they had one artist by the name of Kilo G, but he wasn't on like New Orleans. I'm gonna put it like New Orleans didn't accept him because he wasn't a bounce artist. He was way before his time. He was real young, dog. You're like 15 when we met him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And the boy had lyrics like Scarface. I swear, dog. Youngster. You know, handle his business. But like I say, New Orleans didn't accept him. And by them being a fresh out the gate record label, they wasn't willing to, you know, put him on that road and, you know, test the waters on the road or whatever. They wanted to capture home first. So we came in and everybody was doing the regular chant and call bounce and shit. And we was actually putting lyrics over bounce beats. That's our method. You know, that's something we started. You know, everybody wasn't doing that. They were just, you know, pushing poppers, you know, saying the same old thing over and over on a bounce beat. But it was the first to actually put lyrics over bounce beats. Yeah. You know, and once they put Six and Barone out, you know, we went to touring Louisiana, hitting the tip of Texas, and everybody was to learn our music and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And from there, we was like, yeah, this shit real, dog. Just kept it going, you know, stay consistent with it. Every year, we'll put out an album with them, you know, and still be working on our own shit. You know what I'm saying? We'll do some shit that they ain't never heard. We'll sneak in a club. I can remember one time, Heavy, a guy by the name of Heavy, bust us in the club. He was like baby right-hand man. You know what I'm saying? He worked for the company and everything. And he bust us in the club. I used to book our shows. My dogs took the charge with me, you know what I'm saying? But I used to book all our shows. I used to be like, man, we ain't doing nothing this weekend with them niggas. Let's go do our own thing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we go from there. You know, but like I say, we stayed consistent and made a name. And over the years, it just paid off, bro.
All of it was all of it was a grind. That's dope.
My question for you is, what was it like during that time, like when y'all made the 5 albums? What was it like working with Mannie Fresh? You know,
awesome and easy. 2 words, dog. Awesome and easy, bro. One time we had a conflict with a Mannie track, and it got so bad that like nobody could believe that he didn't deliver what we needed. You know what I'm saying? We definitely didn't believe. We was like, man, that ain't it, dog. That ain't what we looking for, Fred. And he's so good and so awesome. Baby and Slim was like, man, y'all gotta do this shit, man. Y'all gotta do, you know, they paid for studio time, whatever. We refused to do it because that wasn't what we were looking for. But I mean, out of 5 albums, over what, maybe 100 songs that we did with them, whatever, that ain't bad, bro.
Yeah,
but you know, it was awesome, dog. Mannie, the best producer I ever worked with. And I worked with some tight producers, believe that. Some of them have names, some of them don't, but Mannie, he's the greatest, bro.
I think from the South, man, we understand that, like, not to say other coasts don't really give Mannie his props, but it's just different, like, because we actually got to witness that being from the South, like his impact on us. And like you say, bro, Mannie is one of them dudes, bro. Like, people gotta put a little more respect on his name for sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you the difference between Mannie and any other producer we ever mess with. We got, well, me and Tech and y'all, all of us was musically inclined, so we know about music. Fortunately, Yellow wasn't here when we dealt with other producers. He only dealt with Mannie, but I'm speaking about me and Tech now. We got co-producing points in everything that we did besides with Mannie. That's because we had to tell the cats what we wanted, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Most of them know, like Sinister, my head goes off to him. He a cold youngster, dog, nice. We could tell Sinister, we used to tell him what we want. He could just straight do it. You know what I'm saying? But most of them, they try to give us what they want us to have, and it wasn't like that, you know. So we'll go start from scratch with them. Look, we want our kicks like this, we want our snares like this, our cymbals like, you know what I'm saying? So we get points because we actually, even though we didn't do it on the machine, it was our ideas how the track was, you know, was put together.
Yeah.
So Manny, you know, I don't mean to jump subjects, but Manny would actually hear our chorus maybe a good hour. I ain't gonna exaggerate. About an hour, we come back to track depth. Now we working like that versus working with other producers, wasting our time. We ain't just coming in there to rap and sing our song. We right helping him produce. You know what I'm saying? And that shit took time. Yeah. So Manny, man, that boy is just super awesome, dog. I heard, I heard and I read that he said we was the best group that he ever worked with. You know what I mean?
That's dope.
And I'll tell you, it was awesome.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, man, what was it like? You know, at the time, I'm glad y'all got it. Got y'all point across at the time with Mystical. It wasn't no real beef, like nobody to get hurt. Right. It was a battle. So what was it like, you know, get with Mystical and, you know, have, you know, covering them the diss records, but, you know, it was all friendly competition.
It was fun, man. It was fun, bro. Cause I mean, you gotta know that we personally know him and he personally know us. He was in the 12th grade when we was in the 10th. We went to the same high school. Okay. And even though we wasn't rapping at the time, he wasn't rapping at the time. All we used to do was rib each other. Like he catch us in the hallway, he gonna rib us. You know, I don't know. We call ribbing playing a dozen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, man, you big head ass, you rib. You know what I'm saying? I rib him. Why you chilly? He really was a cheerleader though. You know what I'm saying? So we had that to say about him more than anything. You know. Yeah. But it was all jokes, bro. I mean, that's our dude. Nothing but love and respect for that boy, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I done a show with him maybe 3 months ago. Actually, I didn't do the show. I went to the show to support him and Juvenile. And we had a ball just laughing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Laughing, ribbing and shit. That's all we do, bro.
That's dope.
I mean, if for the world to think that it was real beef, man, it was crazy. They even thought we had something to do with the murder of his sister. You know what I'm saying? They thought he murdered Yella. Man, that shit crazy.
And you know, that was crazy for years. I'm listening to that song, Drag Him to the River. Y'all, you know, y'all started, you fake cheerleader, bitch. You, I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. What? This nigga's a cheerleader?
Yeah, he was. He was a cheerleader, but he no homo. You know what I'm saying? I know the man ain't no homo. You know what I mean? Yeah. But he was a cheerleader.
Yeah.
But he probably was being a cheerleader to be a little freak or something. I don't know. But you know, the dudes hold the girls up and shit like that.
Hey, what was it like recording that song, Drag Him to the River? Because that's a hell of a beat. I love that damn beat, man.
Oh man, it was wild, bro, because we all sat down and just put it together. You know what I'm saying? We sat down, put it together, and went in the studio the same day with it. We didn't know the effect that it was gonna have, but we did think it was a banger. We was confident about it, but we didn't know that it'll last 20-something years, man. You know what I'm saying? We still do shows off that song, bro. I mean, every show we do, we have to do that song.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? It's a plus. It's a big plus, but we get tired of it, dog. You know what I'm saying? Honestly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they wanted, and we ain't listening to ourselves. We ain't entertaining ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get in what they want, you heard me?
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. And I saw you like mentioning that you felt like you was put here to do music. So can you kind of like expound on that, like feeling like you here to do music and also actually getting to live that out, like make a living off of music? Like how was that feeling? You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, it's the best feeling in the world. I mean, not just for me and what I do. I feel like for anybody that love what they do and get paid for it, that's a good feeling. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But I was like actually damn yeah, I really didn't have a choice, man. It would be a Saturday morning. My mom and I was fortunate to have my mom and my daddy, and we never was we was a little we was more upper class than how should say middle class.
Yeah, middle
You know what
class.
I'm saying? They had something, you know. So every Saturday when my friends outside playing football and throwing the football, playing, eating all that kind of shit, they calling me inside to get ready to go to the World Lines. World Lines was a place where you practice music and you learn how to read music, and it was just a music school. So I go to school Monday through Friday. Saturday, I'm still not. I got to go sit in World Lines, and you know what I'm saying. So I'm saying that to see, it was forced on me once she saw that. Once my mom saw that I had a love for music, she just went all the way with it with me, bro. You know what I'm saying? And to be here, I haven't had a job since 91.
Man,
91. Oh, thank God, bro.
We can say
for
the same
real.
thing.
I've been
Yeah, that's a
living good,
blessing,
dog.
man.
I've been living good, living right, bro. You know what I'm saying? Doing what I love to do.
Yeah.
Money come, bro. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I ain't got cash money. Don't get it true. I ain't got baby but slim money.
Yeah.
But I mean, I own my own shit, dog. We on our masters. You know what I'm saying? We straight, bro. Like I say, I haven't had a 9 to 5 since 91. And I haven't had to hustle since 90.
Yeah.
So I mean, hey.
That's
Blessing in
dope.
disguise, man.
That's yeah, for sure.
So you said you brought BG and Juvenile to Cash Money. What was that like? Because I heard the story. Juvenile said, unlike most rappers from the 80s and 90s era, everything they do to get money is drug related. He actually had a 9 to 5, and
Yeah, he did.
he
He did.
yeah.
He did. This how the
Mm-hmm.
story happened with him. Sometimes he like actually said, sometimes he switch it around.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But Juvie was at the bus stop coming from work on his way at his auntie house, dog. At his aunt, going to his aunt house. I'm on my way. I had just got a brand new caravan. I'm on my way to the studio on Canal Street. I
Mm-hmm.
see him at the bus stop. I mean, we been cool as a motherfucker way back in the days. If you think about it, that first song Juvenile had with Jimmy, he
Mm-hmm.
put us on the map on that song when he said, "Brothers don't like Juvenile because the intro of the song." Then he
Mm-hmm.
said, "Brothers don't like UNLV." Nobody even know we was with him. He put us on the map. We was cool, you know. So what happened was I picked him up from the bus station. He said he was going by his AT house, and we just conversated in the van or whatever. And I asked him his situation. He said, "I ain't got none right now. I ain't no contract or nothing." I said, "Man, come take a ride with me." He said, "Where we going, yeah?" I said, "We about to bring you to the studio with me, dog." He was like, "Yeah." I said, "Come on, dog." Went. Brought him over there. Baby them knew of him, but they never met him. They ain't know, how he look or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I told him, dog, that's Juvenile. And of course, they like, oh man, that shit old, because Jimmy came out like 90, and this was like 94, 95.
Okay.
So I was like, dude, listen to this boy rap, bro. So Juvie just went to rapping for him. After that, I was out. I was like, bam, they handle their business from there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't asked baby for no finder's fee. He ain't give me no finder's fee or nothing. I just bought him because I wanted to win. You know what I'm saying? I'm on a team. When I'm dealing with something, bro, I'm the type of person like, I want my team to win, dog. And I'm gonna play my role, do what I need to do, or whatever I need to do to win. You know what I mean? So Juvie was signed. For as BG grew up around the corner from me in Yellow. So we knew his mom and his family all our lives. They practically watched us grow up. And when he was like 3 years old, they moved from around our hood. They moved to baby hood. By now, baby them known drug dealers. That's all BG mama knew about them. They were known drug dealers. The big, doing anything with big drugs and shit. So she didn't want her son around that. And it took me to convince her that they wasn't hustling no more. She knew that we were signed to the label and, doing good stuff like that. But she didn't really know that them dudes wasn't dealing drugs. And I told her, they don't deal drugs, man, they were dealing drugs. We done been got some drugs and stolen from them. You know what I'm saying? But fuck, nah, dog. And she ended up, I convinced her and she let him sign.
Okay.
That's
But
dope.
don't get it twisted. Baby, they did have their eye on him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they had their eye on him before I convinced her. But Juvie was totally me, bro. You know, if I wouldn't have picked him up and bought him, my idea bring them down there, it wouldn't have happened.
So would you have planned a part in bringing Juvie and BG to the label, like when the Hot Boys like really just got to that next level? Like, how did it feel knowing that you played a part? Like, damn, I was a part of history. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Good. It feels good, bro. But I tell you what, it's a boost of confidence, and I say it to this top. I said it back then, and I'm still saying it. I feel like I helped build that team like that, dog. And if I could help build somebody else's team up, I could build my own team.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Can't nothing stop. I know talent. I know raw talent when I see it, bro. I got that gift, dog.
Yes, sir.
For real.
Good ears. Good
I ain't too my horn either. I don't want y'all to make it seem like I'm this cocky little dude, because I'm really not. But talent, I know it when I see it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And Slim the same way. But every time I tell Slim about something that should be there, he gonna get it. Like Pimp Daddy. Pimp Daddy was on another label. I told Slim, Pimp wanted to be closer to, he wanted to be on our label because that was our little nigga. You know what I'm saying? He was with 4-Pack, and I told Slim, man, go get Pimp. Slim and Baby paid the lawyer or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Got him out of his contract. That's how Pimp Daddy come over there.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, so you really like artist slash and I was just about to say
a lot of people
A&R.
shout out a gift for the A&R and shit, but
facts.
I think I can go a little further in the A&R and be one of the elite CEOs. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So, yeah. So, what made you and Tech at the time decide, to go our separate ways with Cash Money? It was time for a change at that moment.
Well, the ultimate goal from day one was to have our own company. We never, not one day, didn't want our own company. You know what I'm saying? And when it happened to Yellow Boy, we was already at the end of our contract. We had done all our albums. We didn't owe them anything or whatever. So we was trying to renegotiate. So the deal was coming, right? We asked them for something out the deal, that they didn't want to give us.
Mm-hmm.
Was like X amount of money, whatever. They said, nah, we can't do that, whatever. So we were like, you know what? We think this is a good time to head out. We got momentum going. We know a little, we know not a lot, but a little to keep it going on our own, you know what I'm saying? So we gave it a shot, bro. And we haven't stopped since. I mean, the only thing that really fucks us up is by us being, we toned it down. We toned it down a lot, not dog. But by us being out there, you know what I'm saying? Not actually. I'm not saying we the baddest gangsters in the world, nothing like that. But by us being in the street, you know what I'm saying? There's consequences.
Yeah.
And the consequences are the things that holds us back. But now I think we at a level where it ain't gonna be no stopping when Tech come home, bro. Cause all that dumb shit, man, we passed that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We both married, we kids, you know what I'm saying, happily married, you know what I'm saying? We living family lives now, you know what I mean?
All it's about positivity, man.
Exactly. But it took us a minute. To get there, dog.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the only thing that I know that's holding us back, because 2005, every label in the world was jumping at us. We had an album called Gutter for Life, and we had Boosie, Juvenile, and BG on it.
Yeah.
And after that album, Juvie ratings started going back up. A lot of people would start back fucking with him. BG skyrocketed, and Boosie got his deal.
That's the album y'all got the iron on with Boosie. That
iron, exactly.
Yeah, that motherfucker go, man.
Classic.
You know what I'm talking about.
Classic.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, bro. And Manny didn't produce none of that on there. You know what I'm saying? That was nice.
That's the crazy part. No Manny fresh production. So
Sinister, man. I shout out to Sinister once again, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's like when our go-to men, our main go-to men after Sinister, after Fresh. But we deal with a few producers.
Okay.
And see, that's the dope part too. Like when you've been tied to like a certain production for a while, I think in the back of like a lot of people's mind, like as fans, we kind of like, I wonder how they'll sound with a different sound or something like that. But
Yeah.
it's kind of like a challenge though, like that it don't translate all the time. So like for y'all to actually get away from Manny and still show that we can hold our own now. Don't get it twisted. Like anywhere we go, we can still make our own sound and put our own flavor to it. You still gonna like it. Like so that's dope.
Right.
But I did want to ask, like, what was the mindset when leaving Cash Money? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was your thinking, like leaving that situation?
I was like in a mind frame, like, damn, we're gonna miss these dudes, bro. You know, I'm gonna miss these niggas, bro, because a lot of, you know, they got a lot of rumors and shit out about Baby just fucks over everybody and all that kind of shit. I don't know about everybody, but I can honestly say we got anything we wanted from them dudes, dog. It was just what we earned was much more, but they didn't know. They was learning the business as they was going.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And we found all that out in court, man. Them dudes ain't know a lot about the business, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and at the time we young, wilding, thinking niggas just playing with our paper, and it wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, man, I'm gonna miss these cats, dog. You know, Slim, that's like a father figure to all of us. You know what I mean? That dude taught a nigga so much, bro, and be like a big brother. You know what I mean? And try to stop a nigga from doing all kinds of shit. You know?
Yeah.
So it was cool. It was just more, you know, that what we had, bro. Cause I mean, even though Fresh was awesome and couldn't go wrong, bro, we had that guidance too, dog. Cause you know, people take a lot away from them dudes. Them dudes some hell of a CEOs, man.
Yeah.
You know, we had that guidance, bro. And I was just thinking about, damn, we ain't gonna have that guidance. We gotta step on our own now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Make mistakes and you know, shit like that. When we was done, we didn't have to make mistakes. All we had to do was fucking listen. And you know, mistakes wouldn't be made. So it was a transition, but you know, like I say, it's something we wanted, bro. You know,
I feel that.
I'm paying close attention there, man. Like from Death Row, Bad Boy, Cash Money, No Limit. You know, every CEO get a lot of negativity talk about, you know, the publishing, the contracts. At the end of the day, Birdman and Slim, they gave y'all opportunity. You gotta be appreciative. You gotta, yeah. If it don't go your way, yeah. If it don't go your
the
way, you
main
gotta
word right there, dog. They gave us opportunity to get out of the gutter, get out the gutter, dog. You know what I'm saying? And to live our dreams, bro. I'll never forget them. I always thank them for that. My sister just passed December the 20th. Well, December 1st. And I got a call from Slim, dog. That was my first time talking to him since like 2008. I was fucked up, dog. For him to just take time out, you know, I know how busy them boys be. Really be busy, bro. Slim don't fuck with no phone. If Slim got to talk to you on the phone 9 times out of 10, y'all ain't gonna talk. But for him to call me, dog, that shit, it really meant a lot to me, bro. You know what I mean? Sending condolences and shit like that. You know, told me Baby was in London, so I couldn't talk to him at the time, but it felt good, dog. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Sorry about the loss, man. My condolences as well, man. Love.
No doubt. Appreciate that, man.
So,
all right.
I wanted to know, like, what was the biggest lesson, if you could let us know, like taking away from the label, like what was the biggest lesson you took away from being with a label?
The biggest lesson. Oh, to always have your business in order. That's the biggest lesson that I learned. Always have your business in order. And if your business ain't straight, you're wasting your time.
Yeah.
You know, and right.
All right. Hey man, I got a question about what's it like being responsible for Lil Wayne and Juvenile, or one of their biggest records off of, you know, y'all remake song. You know, y'all got classic songs. You got Drag 'em to the River And Juvenile
it's
did
Go
it,
DJ.
step it off. Yep. And Lil Wayne did the Go DJ, and that was y'all Go DJ.
Well, I'm gonna tell you. First, we was pissed off at Wayne, dog. We was like, we wanted to fuck Wayne up, dog. But then we thought about it. It was like it was a business move that Baby did. Baby, Baby. I think he probably was being spiteful at that time, dog, or something, because we was shining, bro. We were like, take our own business, everything was straight. I don't know what the fuck the problem was, but I was happy at the end of the day, and I got a little older, I was happy that he done it, because every time you hear Go DJ from Lil Wayne or see his video, that's coming to us. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's what's up.
Copyright infringement. When we went to court with Baby, then we got him in there at the same time for that. You know what I'm saying? So we got him, but as far as BG and Juvie, we couldn't touch that because Manny owned the rights to the track.
Yeah.
And he's not using our lyrics at all. You feel me? But I did look, I was happy because fuck, Juvie had done went 4-5 times platinum and come back and use our fucking track, dog. I was like, hell yeah. You know how many people know where that come from, dog? Automatically. You know, and I'm like, why did he have to use it? You know what I'm saying? So I feel good about it all, bro.
that just speaks to the greatness of UNLV, dog. Like sticking around that long, like everything y'all was touching just was like, whether it's the original or somebody remaking it, like it's still here. Yeah, it's still here.
Cause y'all just like Pimp and Bun though. At the end of the day, man, y'all underground kings as well.
Appreciate it, dog. Appreciate it, bro.
Cause not every artist. That's why I was just telling my boy right here, Juan, he an upcoming artist. Not every artist gonna get to be mainstream. Ain't nothing wrong with being underground.
Ain't nothing.
You still doing what you love to do, man. That's all it's
about.
One
thing about being underground, you get the opportunity to gain core fans. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what we put out, dog. I'm willing to bet my life, and I'm not gonna count the number too high. I know it's well over 70,000, but I know for sure those 70,000 people gonna support us. You know what I'm saying? And that's some change. If you do your math, that's some change. We get it's not what we was getting like 12% or something like Cash Money as artists or whatever. Everything coming to us. You know what I mean? Everything.
Man.
No, not to mention a tour and a merchandise. You know, that's what sells.
Right.
Yep. So tell me, bro, you got any tour stories or studio stories from back in the day that you had a good time off?
Man, I got 1,000,001. I'm trying to think of which one was the funniest or something, dog. Cause nothing but laughter, bro. You know what I'm saying? Went on. Nothing but laughter, bro. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you this one. The Legendary Slim. It's a time that we got into it with beat them, bro. Cause we bought Soldier Slim. He was Magnolia Slim at the time. We brought him to the studio with us because we wanted him to get on one of our songs. We was featuring him, right? But if you notice, back in the days, Cash Money didn't have too many features. If it wasn't UGK or who else? Mainly UGK.
Yeah, UGK.
Either Pimp or Bun. Ain't nobody else. If you're not signed to him, he wasn't letting you get on. So we was like, man, we tried to get him signed with Cash Money, but I don't know what happened to that shit. But we told him we wanted Slim on the album. And they was like, nah, it ain't happening, dog. So they shut the whole studio down that day, bro. They shut that shit down. They were like, y'all not getting him on there. We was adamant about putting him on there. You feel me? We were like, man, he owned his song, dog. So it turned out 2 weeks later, when they called us, told us, y'all got studio tonight. We were like, yeah, okay. We went back with Slim that same night and we let him do it. That's how you get that song Come Up move.
Yeah.
So I remember that like it was yesterday, man.
What was it like going on tour? Like what had y'all been outside of Louisiana before the tour? Or was this the first time really just getting experience the outside, like other cities and stuff like that?
Well, the first tour that we actually went on was the Minister Society tour. And They was in Cali. We went. We toured the South with them. We didn't do the whole like. I think they done like maybe 30 something cities or something like that. But we only done the South, and we done like Mississippi, Louisiana, Florida, and Texas. You know, so it was cool, bro. You know, meeting other artists like Spice One, Ghetto Boys, you know, all them boys. You know, we met them and shit. It was real cool, bro.
That's dope.
Okay. All right. Say, what was it like, doing songs like after Cash Money with Boosie, BG, and Juvenile? Like,
oh, it was cool. It was cool because as like we always wanted to venture out and network with other artists that wasn't a part of the label. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we was under contracts and they had the right, so we couldn't just do what we wanted to do. You know what I mean? So once we start doing that, and you know, we always compete with each other, push each other to do the best. You know, to write the best lyrics or be the best we can. And when somebody that's not in our group coming in, we feel like, yeah, we about to eat his ass up. You know what I'm saying? So it was fun, bro.
Yeah. Man, obviously, like UNLV was trendsetters, and y'all still are to this day. Like, what would you say to artists today that feel like they trendsetters as well, but they may not get that credit for it? Like, what would be the game you would give them to approach that?
I would say still original, because in my eyes and a lot of like known CEOs that I know, they thing is originality always win the battle. You know what I'm saying? So stick what you're doing, and obviously somebody gonna catch on to it. Just don't get mad when they try to imitate you. You know, take your head off to that, because that means you win it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
See,
when they try to do what you do, man, you done something right. So don't even trip.
See, that's how I be looking at it, because I'm like I'm no like I done peep like a few of my favorite artists, or they'll like come out and be like, man, I feel like I started this way, this, that, and the third, but people don't give me credit for it. But that's exactly what you say, how I be looking at it, like, bro, I kind of feel like you already won, like with them,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Right.
Biting or whatever it is. Like, so yeah,
Yep.
that's dope. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have asked you this earlier during the interview, man. What's your writing process like? Do you write like without a beat, like you just be bored, like it's like
Well,
poetry comes?
I have several writing processes.
Okay.
One would be my first thing I do before I do anything is build my concept. You know, what I want to talk about, what I want to rap about. You know, sometimes it just come to me without a track, and I just pick up that pad and float. You know, just keep flowing. But I can also get in the studio. Like, I'm gonna tell you, like, since 2011, I wrote everything in the studio.
Okay.
You know, because I learned I learned more rhyme patterns on top of a track. You know what I'm saying? I learned to cater my rap to what the beat telling me. It makes sense?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I ride the beat better if I write to it versus I have a rap and just write to that beat. I mean, I'm gonna have a rap and rap to that beat. You know what I'm saying?
I'm the same way. Like, for the longest, I always thought, like, dang, should I be doing it the other way? Like, for me, I can never, like, I can write something and go to the studio like that, but my method is the same way. I got it like right to the beat. It just feel like it feel better, like my verse come out better, the flow of it. Yeah.
But what I also learned, like maybe a year ago, see, when you do it like that, dog, don't actually record it that night, because it's gonna sound like you reading it. Perfect it.
Okay.
Perfect it. You know what I'm saying? Perfect it and flex it. Learn how to flex it before you actually go in the studio and record it.
Okay.
You know, you go in the studio, pre-product it. You ain't nothing wrong. You get that pen and write to the track. That's what I do now. I still write to the track, but I'm not gonna rap it that night. I might come back 2-3 days later. Once I learn to flex it without the pad, I ain't got the pad, the phone. I know it. I can flex it. That's when you're rapping.
That's hard.
I got a question for both of y'all. Since you said that, that's the first time I'm hearing something like that. Like you hear the beat, you write to it, but you fall back and go back to the crib and you figure out how you want. Yeah, deliver it, the cadence, the pattern, all that.
You can get cocky and shit with it once you learn it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like performing. Like you know your song, you perform your song, you gonna flex it and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
But you can't do all that once you just wrote it. I mean, it can't nobody tell me they do. I could believe, you know, Wayne and a few more cats, this a freestyle or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I don't believe that you can write right there and learn it and flex it. I don't believe that, bro. I can't do it. I mean, I ain't the great. I don't think I'm the great. I think I'm one of the best. But I can't do that, though. If somebody show me they can do it, teach me how to do it.
What California Love? What Tupac heard that beat from Dr. Dre? They just said 5 minutes. He hit a beat and he wrote it and he delivered it, recorded off one take. Some people can do it, you know. Some people can. Yeah, but it's weird.
But I bet you. I mean, from experience, I think if he would have waited until you learned it, it would have been even better.
Better, okay, I get you. I get what you're going. I get what you're going.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I done it. I done wrote and laid it down, like I was saying. But like just last year, I started using this method.
You know? See, that's my whole process now. Like so I pull up a beat, and then like I'm basically like just seeing if I can come up with something like concept wise, and then I get straight to the verse. But I never really took that approach yet that you're talking about as far as like living with it normally if I'm rocking with it, I'm like, man, I'm about to lay this. Yeah, that's my whole method. But I'm gonna definitely have to put that to some work for sure.
For sure, dog.
Speaking of the writing process though, like writer's block as creatives, something that we all face sometimes. Like when you hit that writer's block, what do you do?
Stop. Leave it alone. Don't force it.
Yeah.
Don't force it.
Okay. Don't force like one more line.
Yeah.
Stop.
All right.
You know, you probably be driving your car or something and something else will come to you, man. Pull that pen out right or the phone out, put it in there right quick. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And don't force it. A writer's block is trouble.
It is.
Because most artists can write once they have a writer's block, but you're not gonna get the best out of it.
Yeah. I find myself when I hear writer's block, it just be whack. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause just like, let me try to see if I can still come up with something. It's just like, bro, I ain't feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Sure.
I ain't saying throw your music away. Don't never throw your raps away though. Mm-hmm. Just stop and come back later. You know what I'm saying?
I got a question.
You get a writer, huh?
I got a question for both of y'all real quick. Let's just say if y'all feel like recording something, right? Or y'all hear a beat, do y'all hold on to older raps and try to rap to that new beat? Have y'all ever did that before?
Yeah, I don't throw away raps. Cause I got tablets old as a mouth. I don't throw away raps.
Well, I got
two old tablets, dog. I swear I don't. Okay. I don't throw away raps. So in that instant, if I hear something and I got something for it already, and I just gotta have that, I'm gonna lay it.
Yeah.
And another thing about old raps, it might be old to you, but it's fresh to somebody who never heard it. You got to think about that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you change a few slangs in it or whatever, you got you something.
Yeah.
Don't make it as hard as people make it. You feel me?
Okay. That's facts.
Because 9 times out of 10, when you wrote that shit, you thought it would fly.
Mm-hmm.
So why I think it's fly? Because you've been had it. Why I think it's not fly? Because you've been had it. Mm-hmm. Nah, it's still fly. You heard me?
That's facts. Now, y'all, before we let you go, man, we be talking sports on this podcast. So we wanted to know, man, how you feel about the sports. Like, is it a certain team you rock with, a certain player?
Oh man, my home team hate me, bro. When it comes down to sports, they hate me because I'm a big Dallas fan.
What?
Okay.
I love Dallas. Been loving Dallas all my life. I cannot let them go. I tried. Sometimes I just, man, I hate these motherfuckers. I don't like them no more.
Hold
And
up,
next year,
y'all.
I'm
Hold
right
up.
back rooting for
New
them.
Orleans
Hold up,
native is
y'all.
not a Saints fan. I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
What's up, y'all?
Yeah,
Dang, bro. I thought you was with Who That Nation, dog.
nah, dog. I ain't with Who That Nation, dog.
Oh man.
I mean, don't get it twisted. I'm going with the Saints against anybody but the Cowboys.
Word.
But I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan to the death of me, man.
Like, do you think it's cause like that's something that I go through with some of my family members too. I'm like, bro, how y'all from Louisiana and y'all went with the Dallas squad? Like, how did that happen? Like,
Yeah.
was it just how your childhood, your upbringing, like that just was the squad?
You know what it was with me? I just finished telling the story to my little partner yesterday. You heard me? I told that boy I started liking the Cowboys at 3 years old. I could remember my daddy from Chicago, right? My daddy a big Chicago fan. My mama from New Orleans. She loved the Saints. But she bought me a damn Dallas comforter set. It had my whole room with Dallas, pictures and all that kind of shit. And I was 3 years old. So I'm learning about football. That's the only team that I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm sleeping on these stars every night, man. I'm with the Cowboys, dog.
Yeah.
I'm with the Cowboys, bro.
I can't.
I'm an Eagles fan, by the way. I'm from Natchitoches, Louisiana. I'm an Eagles fan, so I ain't
what?
no Saints fan. Yeah, crazy.
Oh,
Just like, yep.
The Eagles, NFC, boy.
Yeah, NFC. We got NFC beef on here.
Now basketball, I'm a Boston fan.
Oh, my dog. I'm a Celtics fan. That's my dog.
Yeah, I knew I was something about you, dog.
Yeah, Celtics all day.
Man. Celtics for real.
See, I'm a LeBron guy. I don't really got no squad like that. It's like I like the Pelicans because that's the home team.
That's the team you like.
Yeah, it's like it's been hard for me to just find a basketball team like that, dog. Just to rock with.
Yeah.
I'm gonna decide soon, man. I wanna rock with a franchise. I wanna rock with a franchise.
You from Natchitoches too, bro?
Yes, sir.
Man, Natchitoches be popping, dog. We done several shows out there, man.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm already knowing if y'all came to the Bend,
it's been a minute now. It's been a minute, but we have been in Natchitoches, bro.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, like you said, the Ben Johnson, that's where it was. That's what basically all the rappers perform at. Juvenile was down there before, Mystical. We had Fox,
Mm-hmm.
So
we done hit almost, you can't miss us, especially in Louisiana, bro. We done everywhere. I'm talking about towns that ain't even on the map, man. We done been in there, man. Believe that.
So, like, when it came to music, bro, who did you look up to, like, before you became a rapper? Who was your music influence?
Rappers or what?
Yeah, rappers. Like, who's your favorite rapper, like, growing, like, top 5,
NWA was first.
Okay.
NWA, Biggie.
Okay.
Nas. That's my three. That's the only people I really, fuck with.
All right.
Now I still be getting busy to this day, dog.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah.
His raps is poems to me, man.
Man,
crazy.
That dude awesome, bro. Man. He awesome, bro. Entertaining.
You another J. Cole, y'all. You from the South, but you got an East Coast feel. I'm from the South. I got a kind of a West Coast feel because I'm Pop. Yeah, Pop, my favorite of all time, because I can see why he don't claim New York, because New York, in my opinion, they biased and they haters. I'm sorry.
They are.
Yeah. And
they
Cube,
are. I agree with you.
Yeah, I got Cube and Wayne, Andre 3000, and Scarface. That's my top 5, man.
But look, I feel like Biggie or Nas had that attitude like the regular New Yorker had.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Them dudes, I mean, a lot of them motherfuckers turn their nose up at people from down south and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I had a concert with Nas. Well, we had a concert with Nas, and that dude actually called us backstage after the show. He was like, yo, man, UNLV, man, I need to meet y'all boy. You know what I'm saying? So, and for him to be one of my favorite rappers, dog, I was starstruck, dog, for real. I was like, man, I fuck with you hard, boy.
What's up?
No. Do you feel like it's easier to get on nowadays or back in the days?
Oh yeah, it's easier nowadays.
Nowadays.
Nowadays,
Everybody
much
out there
easier.
rapping, man.
Dude, I posted something on Instagram, I think yesterday, and I said, if it wasn't for the internet, a lot of so-called street rappers wouldn't even be rapping. They wouldn't be heard. They'd get discouraged and start something else. You know what I'm saying? But behind the internet and shit, they got all the confidence and all the, you know what I'm saying? We actually was in the street with it, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Doing street shit, in the street promoting our shit at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot easier now, bro. We broke a sweat back then. Ain't no sweat being broke now, man.
Yeah, no. Anybody can get on. Everybody ain't mama want to be rappers now, bro.
Yeah, right.
Cause see, I wanted to ask that and get your take on it because I'm like, I be talking like with certain OGs, like just getting their opinions on like the experience back then, like for us people marketing music, like you say, people was actually in the streets, like check out this demo, you know what I mean, selling demos from their cars and stuff like that. Now, like you say, you can just pick up a phone, but it's like the flip side of it is like you say, it's like a oversaturated market. So it's just like that's why I wanted to ask you that, because I'm like, even with me trying to break in the game, I'm like, bro, my biggest thing now is like I gotta separate myself from everybody else. But it's like what would be your advice to not only me but just any artist coming up, like how to really just crack that?
I think being original will crack that. Because if you got a whole bunch of people sounding alike, I mean, it's a harder choice to pick. You feel me? Versus somebody that's totally original outside the box. You know what I mean? That's gonna be remembered. That's the main thing. You know what I mean? A lot of those cats, they're not even gonna be remembered because they sound like such and such, such and such. You got your own shit, your own style, man. You ain't gotta worry about that. You know, you're going to stand out like a sore thumb, like a motherfucker. Either they going to love you or they going to hate you.
Yeah. That's some trill shit right there. Not no real, that's trill right there.
Perfect game. Well, look, man, y'all, we want to thank you, dog. Like, we really appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, taking your time out to come kick it with us, giving us some game, giving us history, you know what I'm saying, and just giving the game, dog.
It's all good, bro. Appreciate it, man. Dog. I mean, if you don't pass it on, dog, you ain't real. That's what I feel. You know what I mean? Fuck, we get older and wiser, but you're supposed to pass knowledge down, dog. You know what I'm saying? Good luck to what you're doing, bro. I want to see you make it, man.
Yes, I appreciate you.
Like a motherfucker, dog.
Yes, sir.
On that note, man, y'all know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, like this, because this is a legendary interview from Underground King, Lil Ya, UNLV, Free Tech 9, man. And you know,
hey, let me plug my new products in, man.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I got 2 joint ventures out right now. They're not even 3 months old, you know what I mean? I've been exercising and shit, staying busy while Tech been gone, you know, holding UNLV down, doing my solo thing, and at the same time building my company. But right now I have an album out with a cat named Diesel the Beats. The album is called Big Boy. You know, it's a short, sweet album. I need y'all to check that out. And also check out me and Shooter album. It's called Gangsta Bloodline, my bad.
Okay.
Gangsta Bloodline. Y'all check that out. It's my little cousin, actually. So it's on all your sites and shit like that. We just had to take Gangsta Bloodline down for some he didn't do the credits right or some shit like that. So that'll probably be back up next week. But Big Boy is up. We have 2 videos for it so far. So y'all fuck with that, man. Stay up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout your socials where they can find you on the socials for you.
Yeah. Thanks, man. You can find me on Instagram at Lil Ya UNLV3, and you can find me on Facebook at Yaphat. That's YAPHAT UNLV. Fuck with me. I talk back. I ain't no Hollywood cat at all. I'll let your boy. You oit me.
Yes, sir.
It's a real one right there.
Oh, try. Appreciate it, dog.
No problem, man.
Holla at me, you need me, dog.
Yes, sir.
No problem. We'll
Appreciate
do, bro.
you.
We out.
One.